Hello everybody and welcome back to Vixen Purples Crochet and More. I am your host Cheryl. At the time of this filming, it is June 15th of 2025. Hello from Colorado Springs, Colorado, where I reside. And today I have a few finished objects, not much. I've been working on this one thing that has been driving me a little bit batty, but that's okay. I got it done, and that's the most important part. So let me show you my little finished pterodactyl. So this is what she looks like and everything. And this is a pattern by, what's her name? Tasha's Crochet Nook. I got this pattern on Etsy, and I'll be honest with you, it is a good pattern. It really is. But there was a couple of things that I found that did not make sense to me, as even though I'm a fairly experienced amigurumi maker. I guess you could say that, but I don't design a lot, only when I can, when I play. Anyhow, I had to do a couple of things with the body. So I added an extra round to the body because otherwise the wings would not be up here. They would be like right here instead. So I added an extra round to make that, and I also added an extra round in the neck. I do have to say that overall the pattern was good. The only thing I did not like, and that was kind of hard on my hands, and I know it would be hard on most people's hands, is to single crochet through 2 layers, technically 3 layers, possibly 4, blanket yarn. I had to go digging in there, connect it, hook it up, do the whole 9 yards. But overall, I love this. The only thing I don't care for was that she had the back where you closed off. I think the back should have been more towards the bottom where it's not going to be seen, but I did a really good job at trying to get it cleaned up and not so holey, that kind of stuff, and go from there. But it is done. This is Tara, the pterodactyl. Now, the other thing I will say this is that when she had you do the bottom, the body, she, I guess, forgot to put something in there, like an extra row, because it went from XYZ stitches to a decrease of XYZ stitches. So, for example, let's say 45, and then she went down to 35 stitches. It's not in the pattern, so don't think it is. But that was an example. There was no explanation as to put that in that particular part. The other thing, I made a note. The other thing is that I had a little difficulties understanding where she wanted the beak and where she wanted the dorsal. Okay, this is technically almost a no-sew pattern, because everything is pretty much connected as you crochet. The only thing I had to sew in was the neck and the head. But other than that, I thought this pattern was okay. I'm not 100%, yeah, this is a great pattern. No, I'm more like 85%. So I had to make some notes so that next time if I do this, so that I don't get confused, was where she had you work on the dorsal opening and the beak opening and the placement of the eyes. So I made notes, put it on the pattern so that I wouldn't do it again. If I did it again, it'll be a little bit different. The other thing is, like I said, On the body was the decreasing from XYZ stitches to the other one. And that was a little bit confusing. And like I said, I did add a little bit more to the pattern by 1 extra row on the neck as well as the body, and then crocheted it all in. But overall, I think it came out adorable. Now I would probably sew the arms on separately and stuff because of the thickness of the yarn. But then again, she was also using probably, oh, let's see, I don't have anything, like a 4-weight chenille type yarn. Because, oh, and the other thing is she did have hyperlinks in the pattern to where if you had an issue, you could actually go and click on that hyperlink, and it worked out really good. The only thing I wish she could have done was put some hyperlinks when it came to how she really wanted to attach the arms to where the placement of the body would be. So that's the only thing I could say. That's what I think could be added more onto that particular pattern. Okay, so main color is this purple, as you can see. My camera is not doing it justice. We're having some cloudy days and kind of raining. So this is, I made a note on my thing saying I took this from Tote 44. So I've had this for a little bit. So this is POW, P-O-W, purple. And that's where this dark purple is. So this is technically all that I have left in my van. This is probably going to be another project. Don't know what, but we'll figure it out because there's enough to do something there. The other one I used is the Bernat Baby Blanket, and this is the colorway Baby Lilac. So this is Baby Lilac and the dark purple. So the pterodactyl is going to go to a new home probably this coming week, because this was pretty much a commission work. So, but I thought I liked the way I did the wings. I was worried I wasn't going to have enough of the dark purple, the POW purple, so I used the Baby Lilac for the underneath, and I think she turned out adorable. So there we go. That is it for the pterodactyl. So that is one thing. I'm glad it's over with. Did I learn a lot? Yes, there were some things I learned on this. Things that I think that could have been just a slightly bit different, but it is what it is. But that's where we are. And then what I did too on this one is I went around the neck like 3 times with sewing it on. So, but she's going to be okay. Now if I can get her to stand up, it would be perfect. So she's going to go to a good home. The other thing I have been working on is, you guys remembered I still have to weave in ends. So you guys remember that last week when Miss Jill was here, was it last week? It was the 6th. So yes, last week. She gave me some Amber Yarn Shop yarn, and this is what I have left of it. I may have enough for another hat, but I'm going to probably do something different on the hat. But this is the hat I made. It was my offset shell beanie hat, and it looks pretty darn good. So this is what she looks like on that. Like I said, I have more to do that. I still have to weigh it all together to see how much it all weighed, because I did not do that. The other thing I had too was that she gave me was this, I am not going to be able to pronounce it. It's SPARCUR Yarn Co. yarn, and this is the label. that she had. This is called, the yarn is called Dusk. This is all that I have left of the ball. And that was supposed to be 81 yards. So what I did was I did my Shells and Berries hat. And let me say, I really like how this looks. And it's amazing. So this is what it looks like. And I know my lamp is not doing a good job at it. And yes, I do have ends to tie in. So I think it's pretty nice. So I have enough here to do something else with. I have some of this Cascade that I got from a yarn haul that I bought in the flea market, and this was in there. And this is the color. What color are you? No, this doesn't have a color. It just has a lot number, and it was 100% Peruvian Highland wool, and it's the Cascades. And this is the color. It's a dark purple. Remember I said, oh, this is going to have enough to do for another project. This I was thinking about doing together. This is the main. This would be the accent of the hat. I haven't figured it out, or if I was going to do it with the other one. But I think the purple is just a little too dark for the amber yarn. But it'll be used up. One way or another. It'll all be used up. So that is basically what I have been up to. I did start another project that is kind of a commission, but it's for a Godzilla. So I've got the yarn out. I've been working on it, and I've been working on with the, hold on just a second. Let me go grab it, okay? Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So the yarn that I'm using is this color. It's called the blue-green. That I'm using for the body, and I have another one. This is, I just pulled this out to show you, but I found this one instead. Go put that back in that box. So I have this in a light blue color that I'm going to be using for the Godzilla, but I will tell you this stuff does shed while working with it. And maybe this was just because it's part of the first couple of rounds, but it felt like I was blowing off fuzzies the whole time I was working with it. But we'll show you what's going on. And then I got some of these safety eyes that have the cat eyes, or what they call the, oh, this is all the, oh, they're all mixed in. Okay. So I got these guys. There's different sizes in here. They've got what they call lizard eyes, cat eyes, whatever you want to call them. There's different sizes in here to do my husband's. Well, that's a bummer. Only 4 of those big ones like that. Well, that's not fun. Okay. So the Godzilla is going to probably get one of these type of eyes in here. So that's what I got. I just got it off of Amazon for that, and see what's going on. But that is pretty much what I have been up to. I have some other things that but they're not all here, so I can't show you all of them. I just wanted to show you guys the eyes. I wanted to show you the finished pterodactyl, because yay, she's finished finally. And I could just go, okay, now I can move on. So other than that, that is what I've been up to, besides staying into trouble and everything and going from there. All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for joining me. And by the way, hello to all my new subscribers as well as my OGs. I really greatly appreciate you guys being here. And it makes the world go round. Yeah, that's about what I've got. So stay tuned, because this channel is under construction, because you never know what I'm going to make, what I'm going to do, or what I'm going to come up with next. We'll see you guys on the next video. Big hugs from me to you, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.